because two punks jumped me in a parking lot, you'll be thankful.
Unknown 1. Introduction. The ominous gong echoes. Fog rolls in as a towering figure emerges. Rest in peace. These chilling words defined The Undertaker for decades, but for Mark Calaway, they were more than a catchphrase. They embodied a promise and a burden that would shape his entire life. This unprecedented look at The Undertaker's career explores the toll of living up to a legendary persona. We'll examine how Calaway balanced his dark on-screen character with his real-life roles as a father, husband, and man. From iconic matches to personal struggles, we'll uncover the challenges behind the mystique and the price of becoming a wrestling icon. 2. From basketball court to wrestling ring. Mark Calaway's journey from basketball hopeful to wrestling icon began on the courts of Houston. At 6'10", Calaway dominated high school basketball, earning a scholarship to Angelina College in Lufkin, Texas. However, his hoop dreams took an unexpected turn during his college years. A chance encounter with professional wrestling captured Calaway's imagination, igniting a passion that would redefine his life. The energy, theatrics, and larger-than-life personalities resonated deeply with him, prompting a dramatic shift in his career path. Leaving behind the basketball court, Calaway stepped into the world of professional wrestling. His entry was far from glamorous, facing numerous setbacks and struggles. Under the tutelage of the notorious Buzz Sawyer, Calaway endured grueling training sessions that tested his physical and mental limits. As Calaway honed his skills, he began performing in world-class championship wrestling at WCCW. Here he cycled through various gimmicks from Texas Red to the Master of Pain, searching for a character that would resonate with audiences. Despite his efforts, success remained elusive. His break came when he transitioned to World Championship Wrestling, WCW, in 1989. Adopting the moniker Mean Mark Callis, Calaway showcased his impressive physical prowess and natural athleticism. Yet, something was still missing. The Mean Mark persona, while solid, didn't fully capture the uniqueness that Calaway knew he possessed. During this time, Calaway experienced a pivotal moment of self-reflection. He realized that to truly succeed, he needed to dig deeper and find a character that wasn't just an extension of himself, but a complete transformation. Drawing inspiration from unlikely sources, old Western films, horror movies, and his own vivid imagination, Calaway began to envision a supernatural force that could captivate audiences and strike fear into opponents. As Calaway refined his in-ring skills and developed his character, he caught the eye of wrestling promoter Vince McMahon. Recognizing the untapped potential in the tall, agile performer, McMahon offered Calaway a chance to join the World Wrestling Federation, now WWE. It was here, in the biggest wrestling promotion in the world, that Mark Calaway would finally complete his transformation. The basketball player from Houston and the Mean Mark of WCW would fade away, giving rise to a character that would redefine professional wrestling for decades to come. 3. The birth of the Deadman. The arena fell silent as a towering figure in black emerged from the shadows. With a wide-brimmed hat and long coat, he moved with deliberate slowness towards the ring. This was the debut of The Undertaker at Survivor Series 1990, a watershed moment in wrestling history. Just months earlier, Mark Calaway was known as Mean Mark Callis, a talented but unremarkable wrestler. Vince McMahon, the visionary behind the World Wrestling Federation, now WWE, saw untapped potential in Calaway. McMahon envisioned a dark, supernatural character inspired by the Old West and horror movies, a mysterious mortician who could blur the lines between life and death. Calaway embraced this concept, dedicating himself to developing the Undertaker's persona. He studied vintage horror films and drew from his Texas upbringing. Every detail was meticulously crafted, from his signature rolling eyes to his methodical movements in the ring. Calaway practiced his entrance walk for hours, perfecting the menacing gait that would become iconic. The impact of The Undertaker's debut was immediate and profound. Fans were awestruck by this otherworldly presence. Early feuds with Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan established The Undertaker as a formidable force. The character continued to evolve, with Calaway refining what worked and discarding what didn't. The introduction of Paul Bearer as The Undertaker's manager added crucial depth to the persona. William Moody, a real-life mortician, brought authenticity to the role with his ghostly appearance and signature high-pitched wail. Their partnership expanded The Undertaker's mythology, introducing elements like the mystical urn that supposedly held the source of his power. The Undertaker's supernatural abilities became central to his appeal. He seemed impervious to pain, sitting up after devastating moves. His control over arena lights and ability to summon lightning added to his mystique. These elements transcended traditional wrestling demographics, attracting viewers who might not otherwise have been interested in the sport. The character's impact on WWE storytelling was profound. Suddenly, storylines could incorporate supernatural and macabre elements, blurring the lines between reality and fiction. This created a richer, more immersive experience for fans. The true genius of The Undertaker lay in its ability to evolve. From the original Mortician to the Lord of Darkness to the American Badass and back to the Phenom, each incarnation reflected the times while maintaining the character's core essence. This adaptability ensured The Undertaker's relevance across 3 decades. The creation of The Undertaker was a perfect alignment of vision, talent, and timing. McMahon's concept, Calaway's dedication, and the fans' willingness to believe all came together to create a legendary icon that would define professional wrestling for generations. 4. The man behind the myth. Mark Calaway's journey as The Undertaker began with a simple phone call from Vince McMahon in 1990, setting in motion a career that would require unparalleled dedication and personal sacrifice. For nearly 3 decades, Calaway lived and breathed The Undertaker, with his commitment to kayfabe shaping every aspect of his life. Calaway rarely appeared in public out of character, declining interviews and limiting his exposure to maintain The Undertaker's mystique. This dedication extended to his family life, creating unique challenges. He had to find ways to be present for his children while protecting his on-screen persona, often missing important events to preserve the character's integrity. The physical demands of portraying The Undertaker were relentless. Calaway's high-impact wrestling style took a severe toll on his body. Over the years, he endured multiple surgeries, including hip replacements and knee reconstructions. Despite these setbacks, Calaway pushed through, often performing while injured to maintain The Undertaker's aura of invincibility. Mentally, the challenges were equally daunting. Calaway had to constantly evolve the character while maintaining its core essence. This meant adapting to changing audience tastes, from the supernatural elements of the early 90s to the more grounded American Badass persona of the early 2000s. Each iteration required careful consideration to ensure The Undertaker remained both fresh and true to his roots. The psychological impact of embodying The Undertaker for so long was profound. Calaway had to find ways to express his own personality and values through the lens of a character that was, in many ways, his polar opposite. This constant duality created a unique inner conflict as the lines between Mark Calaway and The Undertaker became increasingly blurred. Behind the scenes, Calaway's dedication earned him immense respect. He became a locker room leader, known for his professionalism and willingness to guide younger talent. This leadership role added another layer of responsibility to his already demanding career. The rare occasions when Calaway broke character only served to highlight the depth of his commitment. In 2020, during his docuseries The Last Ride, fans finally got a glimpse of the man behind the Deadman. This peek behind the curtain revealed a thoughtful, articulate individual whose personal growth mirrored the evolution of his character. The Undertaker's impact on wrestling is undeniable, but it's the personal sacrifices of Mark Calaway that truly underscore the character's legacy. His unwavering commitment transformed a gimmick into a cultural icon, redefining what it means to fully embody a character and elevating the entire art form of professional wrestling. Evolving the legend. In this business, you're never on top forever. But The Undertaker, he defied that rule for 3 decades. John Cena, The Undertaker's enduring legacy in professional wrestling stems from his remarkable ability to evolve. For 30 years, Mark Calaway's character remained relevant in an industry known for rapid changes, adapting to shifting trends while maintaining his core appeal. The supernatural elements that defined The Undertaker's early years captivated audiences, but as wrestling entered the edgier attitude era, Calaway recognized the need for change. In 2000, he transformed into the American Badass, a gritty motorcycle-riding tough guy. This allowed Calaway to showcase different facets of his abilities and engage in more conventional feuds and promos. In 2004, The Undertaker returned to his supernatural roots, combining elements of his original persona with the grounded aspects of the American Badass. This hybrid version proved his most versatile and enduring incarnation. The Undertaker's in-ring style evolved significantly over time. Early in his career, he relied on power moves like chokeslams and tombstone piledrivers. As he aged, Calaway incorporated more technical wrestling, including submission holds like the Hell's Gate. In his later years, influenced by MMA, he adopted a more grappling-based style, showcasing his adaptability. The WrestleMania streak became a cornerstone of The Undertaker's legacy. What began as coincidence grew into wrestling's most revered tradition. For 21 consecutive years, The Undertaker remained undefeated at WWE's flagship event. Each match added to the mystique, with opponents putting on career-defining performances in attempts to break the streak. The end of the streak in 2014 shocked the wrestling world. By allowing Brock Lesnar to break it, Calaway created one of the most memorable moments in wrestling history and demonstrated his commitment to evolving narratives. Throughout his career, The Undertaker became a respected mentor to younger talent. He played a crucial role in shaping the careers of countless performers, ensuring his impact would continue long after his in-ring career ended. In his final years, The Undertaker embraced cinematic matches, allowing him to deliver compelling performances while working around physical limitations. The Boneyard match against AJ Styles at WrestleMania 36 blended nostalgia with modern production techniques, creating a unique wrestling experience. The Wrestling Observer newsletter reported that The Undertaker headlined 174 pay-per-view events, a WWE record. This statistic underscores his enduring drawing power and the trust WWE placed in him to deliver compelling performances year after year. The Undertaker's true legacy, however, lies in his ability to remain a central figure in wrestling for 3 decades, constantly reinventing himself while maintaining the essence of his character. 6. Conclusion. The Undertaker's legacy in professional wrestling is unparalleled, redefining character portrayal and longevity in the industry. Mark Calaway's dedication to his persona kept him relevant for 3 decades, while his mentorship shaped the future of wrestling. His unwavering commitment to kayfabe in an era of increased realism showcases the enduring power of wrestling's theatrical elements. The Undertaker's impact will continue to influence future generations of wrestlers, setting a high bar for character development and in-ring performance. His career serves as a blueprint for creating lasting cultural icons in professional wrestling. From a young basketball player to legendary performer, Mark Calaway's journey embodies the transformative power of dedication and creativity in sports entertainment.